Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I've done videos on paranormal events and demonic activity. Go and check those out. In those, I talk about, in some of those, I talk about the Amityville House, where at the very least, strange events occurred. There's a lot of people who think that it was all a hoax. And it may have been, I don't know. But there is one event that cannot be disputed. Somebody went room to room, killing 6 people with a rifle, 35 caliber Marlin rifle. That gun is loud. Anybody who argues that doesn't know guns. That is a loud freaking rifle. I have heard previous stories where it was a 308. I heard one excerpt where it was a shotgun. From the official report, it was a 35 caliber Marlin. So I'm trying to get that right, because I think I got it wrong in some other videos. But regardless, a rifle is loud. Anybody who disputes that is they don't know guns. They've never been to the range. Here's the thing: this guy went room to room with a 35 caliber Marlin rifle, and nobody bothered to wake up. Nobody bothered to say, "Holy crap," and jump out a window. Furthermore, no neighbors heard anything about it. Okay, that event did occur. The neighbors had no idea. They didn't hear any gunfire. It was early in the morning. None of the victims were on drugs or any sedatives or anything like that. Nobody woke up and tried to escape. That's ridiculous. Let me get into the crux of this. That's the event that did in fact happen that makes me think there was something paranormal here. That doesn't make sense to me. Here we go. The house at 112 Ocean Avenue in Amityville, New York, was built in 1925. The house has had a rich history of paranormal events since 1974. Now, the event that happened in 1974 was Ronald DeFeo Jr. shot and killed 6 members of his family in the house. That's the event I was telling you about. He was sentenced to 6 25-year terms and died in custody in 2021. This man went room to room with a rifle shooting people, and nobody bothered to wake up. There were no neighbors heard any gunshots, and nobody was on drugs or any sedatives or anything like that. So that's out the window. Something happened to keep these people asleep. Okay, now, if you go looking for the house, I believe they've changed the address because of tourism and people were showing up and trying to get in to see the place and what all. So they may have changed the address. I'm not sure what it is. They may have changed it twice. At any rate, after this happened, this event with the guy shooting everybody, later on, another family named Lutz bought the house, but fled the premises after only 28 days, leaving all of their possessions. They never, ever went back. This was the impetus for a book called The Amityville Horror, and it's a number of TV movies and TV series and motion pictures based on this. So it's a big deal. It's well known. A lot of people say it's a hoax. I don't know. I honestly don't know. The paranormal activity during the Lutz occupancy was well documented. A friend of the family insisted they have the house blessed. From the first flick of holy water, he heard a masculine voice demand, "Get out." I'm sorry, if I'm standing there going to say a prayer and a masculine voice out of nowhere says, "Get out," I'm leaving. It's time to get the hell out of Dodge. That's just me. Call me weird. For those of you who don't know, I'm a gun guy. I like guns. I'm armed to the teeth. What the hell's my gun going to do to that? It's time to go. This priest did not tell the Lutzes, but phoned later to warn them to stay out of the second-story room where he'd heard the voice. The call was cut short by static, so he never actually got to deliver that warning. The priest later developed a high fever and blisters on his hands. I've heard that it was something like stigmata, but I'm not going to get into that. I don't know Catholic religion that well. I'm not going to claim to. I'm not going to disrespect anybody by trying to explain it because I don't know. You guys can look that up on your own. Talk to somebody who does know. George Lutz began undergoing some kind of psychological or psychic assault. His moods and manner changed, becoming more and more extreme. He had to keep a fire going because he was constantly cold. He was hearing voices. He woke up at odd hours of the night. It was weird. A plethora of various events plagued the family, including an imaginary friend of one of the children that seemed to be demonic in nature, and demonic animals started making themselves known. They saw a pig with red glowing eyes and all kinds of stuff. George and Kathleen Lutz took polygraph tests and passed. So if they were faking it, they're good at it. I'm just saying. There's a pair of world famous, I guess you call them paranormal investigators, demonologists, whatever. Their names are Ed and Lorraine Warren. They're very, very famous. They investigated this house. One of the film crew that was with them got a picture of a demonic boy looking out of a doorway at the foot of the stairs. I talked about this in another video. They're taking pictures, blah, 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 blah. And on the way out, one of the pictures shows up, and there's a kid looking out, and he's got red glowing eyes. So, I saw that picture. That's real. Many people feel that this was a hoax to sell books and make movies for profit. Regardless of any of that, how does a man kill 6 people who were not drugged and none of them bother to wake up, nor do any neighbors hear the shots? That right there, to me, screams paranormal. And there have been another number of people who tried to go and investigate that house. For whatever reason, I don't think it's ever, since the Warrens left, I don't think it's ever had a really thorough paranormal investigation. I would like to see a good group go in and do it, but I don't know. Now, that being said, I'm going to reiterate, you hear a disembodied voice say, it's time to go. I'm sorry. It's just time to go. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.